Hello, hello, hello. Hi, thank you so much for joining Crochet and Chat. My name is Sammy. I teach crochet with Yarn Over Hook. Yarn Over Hook is a free social community for crocheters to share their ideas, inspirations, their current projects, anything they're currently hooked on. Thank you so much for joining this Crochet and Chat. I hope that you enjoy the cozy, vibey music. And chat with me. Let's chat. What do you have on your hook? What is a stitch that you just learned? Have you gone to a fiber festival recently? What did you take in your coffee this morning? Whatever you would like. Hi, Diona. Thank you so much for joining. I'm not crocheting, girl. I'm working. But I got the live notification, decided there's no reason I can't at least sit and vibe. I love it. I love that you are here. Thank you so much for being here. How's your day going so far? How soon can you get to your crochet projects? I'm so glad that the notification reached you and that you can hang out while at work. That is awesome. Top of the hour and I'm out of here. Yes! So not too much longer. Not too much longer. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. So glad to hear it. Good. I had a pretty long, cold day. It is very cold here in Los Angeles today. So just as a preface, if I'm wiping my nose and sniffling, it is because it is so cold. I'm wearing a nice cozy hoodie. I'm ready to just sit, breathe, warm up a little bit. My corner to corner blanket is going nicely. I've been looking forward to this all day. So again, thank you so much for joining. What was I saying? It's cold and gloomy. I was looking forward to this all day. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm glad to be here. I am glad that you are here. Hi, Thrifty Crocheter. Hello, hello, hello. I am so glad you were able to pop in. How are you? How's your week going? It's Thursday. It's Friday Eve. How are we feeling? What did you bring to crochet today? Our last live was so much fun this past Saturday. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you guys. So we were hanging, just kikiing, talking about cats and all of the good things, right? I didn't realize my phone was muted, and my Japanese teacher was like, "Hi, are we still doing our lesson today?" And I was just hanging out, crocheting with y'all. And I didn't even realize it till I got off, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just missed my lesson. What time is it? What day is it? What year is it? We were just having such a good time. So I want to thank you, those who joined, Thrifty Crocheter, Diona, those of you who were here. Oh my goodness, it was so much fun. So I'm hoping to do a regular one at this time on Thursdays, and possibly on Tuesdays, both or either or, depending on my week. So thank you all for being here. I'm so glad that I decided to do this one today, that you guys are here. 50 Crocheters off today, work this weekend, then on vacation for 2 weeks. I am jealous. That is awesome. What do you have planned? Or do you have nothing planned, which is equally great, in my opinion. Sometimes a staycation is just the way to go. And not even just like staycation, like book a hotel in your city, but like I'm just gonna sit on my couch for a week and crochet and watch true crime and read my books, charge up my Kindle, all of the things. I am jealous. I could definitely use a 2-week vacation. I'll have to like show you guys again the corner to corner progress. We made progress last night a little bit on the clock app live that I did. But we were just laughing and carrying on that I didn't get a whole lot done, but this is where we are. It is getting pretty big. It's definitely going to be a little bit bigger than a lap blanket, which I'm very happy about. Excuse me. A little bit both. Stay home and relax, but also will be going out of town for my grandmother's 100th birthday party. That's amazing. Oh man, that is incredible. Happy early birthday to her. Oh, that is so nice. Are you making her anything special? Yeah, girl, you're moving along on that blanket. I know. This is why I love corner to corner. I was talking with folks on the clock app last night that like corner to corner is the way to go. And there were so many people that were like, yes, corner to corner. I've been preaching corner to corner for years. I love corner to corner. That's all I crochet is corner to corner. So I'm like, I love that. Like I found so many people who love corner to corner because this is just, the only way I will make a blanket that's row to row is, I think, tracker blankets at this point. Like, yeah. 100 years, what a blessing it is. Oh, holy cow, 100 years. That is so awesome. That is so, so cool. I didn't know what C2C meant. Then you said it just now, so I had a nice aha moment in the office. Good, I'm glad that that could clear that up for you. I hope you didn't say it out loud. Or if you did, that's okay, then good, but yeah, C2C. It's so funny because I say it and it doesn't like, it feels strange to say C2C and not just corner to corner. But sometimes I'll catch myself like, oh yeah, my C2C, and like my C2C blanket. But if I'm saying something and it completely goes over your head, like feel free to ask questions, because sometimes I could even be saying the wrong thing. It took me, we were talking on live last night about what kind of projects to use the 24/7 corded kind of cotton yarn with. And I was saying it's great for summer wear or anything like netted. And I couldn't for the life of me remember the shrug that, like, you know, it's like cropped here, whole chest, like you can wear like a tank with it. And then you have long sleeves and it's usually netted. It's like, is it bolero? See, I've already forgotten. Bolero shrug? But I could not for the life of me remember what it was called. And just complete brain fart last night. So bolero shrug, learned that. That's what the Gen Z girlies are making these days. And I just could not remember what it was called. Hi, Felicia. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. What do you have on your hook? What did you bring to Crochet and Chat? I'm so happy that you're here. Oh, good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you so much for joining the live. Yeah, it was really funny. Just so many things. I was like all over the place last night on the live. And even, what is it? Chenille yarn. We were talking about that. I've never used it because I remember touching it one time while in the store, and it like shed on me, and I was like, oh, I'll never use that yarn. But I never saw the name. And then it's become really popular with amigurumi, and so people are talking about it and stuff, and I'm like, what is chenille yarn? Like, what is chenille yarn? But I've never said it out loud, and I think the videos I watched, they never actually pronounced like that word. And so also on the live, I was like, what is that yarn? What did I say? channel. I don't know, it's fuzzy. And we're all laughing and like trying to like spell it out phonetically for me. Anyways, it was a hoot. Have you guys ever used that yarn? I have not, again, because I touched it one time and it shed all over my hand. And I was like, ugh, why would I use this? And so then I never did. Never, I hadn't come across it until I saw a video and people were like, I can't remember what they were making. It was amigurumi. Um, but yeah. Yeah, no, I'm good on that. Yeah, it sheds like really bad. I don't understand the appeal. I've watched several videos of people like trying chenille yarn for the first time, and it's like falling apart as they're crocheting. I might have to get it just so we can try it out on live. Maybe I'll get it. If it's like on sale and I don't feel like I'm wasting like a ton of money, then we'll get it and we'll try it out on live. So you guys can get like an honest, true reaction, like live reaction to chenille yarn. Cause yeah, I don't like I said, I touched it one time. I didn't know what yarn it was. I just like I did this. Like I took a strand and did this. And it just like came apart. I was like, why would you crochet with this? And the folks who have crocheted with that yarn, they said that you have to use a really small hook, otherwise it'll move the fibers. Like, so I know chenille yarn has it's a very kind of like short fuzzy fiber, and then there's thread, a thin thread that's twisted, and that's what keeps it together and makes the strand, the yarn. And I think they were explaining to me in order to hook onto it and not pull the fibers, to use a small crochet hook. And I think they said you had to go slow. It just that doesn't sound very fun to me. That doesn't sound very fun at all. That sounds like work. It sounds like work. And I'm already like, amigurumi is already something I feel like you have to really focus on anyway. So adding like that into it, no thank you. No thank you. I'm good. But I think I will try it. Just to see. And I'll bring you all along with me. I do have some fun updates. Yarn over hook updates. Last night when I hopped on live, we were at 198 members on Yarn Over Hook. And hello, Gadget Girl. Thank you so much for joining. Hello. We were at 191 members on Yarn Over Hook. Yay! And I hopped on live and I said it would just be really nice if we could hit 200 by the end of the week. It's just like something that I really wanted to do. And folks came in droves and signed up for Yarn Over Hook, and we have, I think now today we have 210. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. The community is growing. We have connected folks in Missouri, which is just awesome. And I have events up. Like I put events up for fiber festivals, yarn crawls. I'm working on getting some classes together. So if you haven't signed up yet for Yarn Over Hook, it is free. You can follow the link in the description. There are probably folks in your area waiting to connect with you. Go to a fiber festival together, do a yarn crawl together, get that bingo card filled out, like all of those things. So if you are interested in finding a community of crocheters, you have found it. You can sign up for free via the link in the description. Look at the events, let folks know you're going, meet up, create your crochet circle, all of the things. Yes, Roman, claps, claps, claps. I can't even express. I got off of live just elated. It was just, Oh, it was incredible. And you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for being here on this live. If you're not watching it live, thank you so much for checking it out. You're great, you're amazing, and I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to Crochet and Chat. Oh, this is just like, this is my newfound happy place. Crochet and Chat on YT, Crochet and Chat on that's the clock app. Like, oh, thank you guys so much for being here. You bring me so much joy. I do, I brought my hexagon pullover sweater as well. I am still working on that same panel, y'all. I feel like every time I hold it up to my body, it's getting smaller. I don't know what it is. I feel like for weeks I've been saying I have 8 rows left, 8 rows left. It's like maybe 8 rows left. And I don't know what's going on. I think I watched a vlog the other day of someone doing a hexagon sweater, and they had mentioned that which is like, of course, it's a like duh, as it's getting bigger it takes longer to finish a round. And I think it's because I feel as though I'm crocheting a whole lot, and so I'm like, oh great, let me check, oh great, let me measure it. But I've only maybe done 1 row or half a row or something, and I'm like, why isn't this getting any bigger? So I did bring that to maybe switch over to, but I'm kind of mad at it right now, so we might not switch over to it. Nifty Crocheter, I still need to finish my hexagon sweater too. Don't feel bad. Thank you. It's like, it's hard once it gets big, right? Like, it never dawned on me, like, of course, the sides are getting longer, so it's going to take a longer amount of time to finish a row or like a round. It just never dawned on me. And then I saw that vlog and was like, oh my gosh, that is why it feels like it's taking me forever to do this. Life and other projects get in the way sometimes. That too. That too. I'm still working on my wedding, what are those called? Wedding favors. I'm still working on my wedding favors, which are crocheted. And my table runners. The table runners are great because I can like crochet those up quickly. I can do like 2 rows and just real quick. Here and there whenever I'm like, oh, let me just like crochet for like 10-15 minutes, I can like knock out 2 rows. So that's not a big deal. And then reservations are coming in slowly, very slowly. So if you are a family member watching this, please go RSVP. So I'm slowly getting in numbers, but I want the full numbers so that I can finish the wedding favors. Like, I don't, thank you, Diona, thank you so much. I don't, it's hard for me to do projects that don't have a deadline. And it's hard for me to do projects when I feel as though I'm waiting for something in order to complete it. Does that make sense? So I know I need to make the wedding favors. I know I need to make at least like X number. But because I don't have a definitive number of wedding favors that I know I need to make, it's hard for me to get to making them, if that makes sense. Like, I have right now half of those who've already RSVP'd, and so I'm slowly adding to it. But there are some folks who said that they were coming but haven't RSVP'd yet, and I'm like, well, I don't want to over make them and I don't want to under make them, but I know I need to make some. But I just cannot get myself to sit down and we're just going to make this arbitrary number. So that is kind of pinned right now. So I'm focusing on my table runners. And then I have my mood tracker blanket that I do every day because I really don't want to get behind. I haven't allowed myself to get behind for more than 2 days. And just yarn over hook stuff. Like, I'm really, really excited for the events in Yarn Over Hook, and what was her name? I need to find it. I came across a really nice forum, or more like a newsletter, that listed all of the fiber festivals and yarn crawls that are happening in the United States all the way up to December. So that is where I pulled my information from. I'm trying to find what her name is because I don't want to mess that up. Thatched Roof Cottage. So that is the fiberist who created the database for all the fiber festivals and yarn crawls going on in the country. Thank you so much. It is an incredible database, which is just awesome. And it allows me to then make events and put it up on Yarn Over Hook so that I can connect you guys with each other and events going on. Like, there are so many in Texas. I'm like shivering a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see. It's that cold. It is so cold. And I'm one of those people who like, I'm not going to put on the heater. I'll just put on layers. But anyway, I didn't realize like Texas has so many festivals. Even my home state, New Mexico, has a lot of festivals. There are a lot in Massachusetts. I think I put up one from Arkansas, Michigan, Oregon, Tennessee. Yes, Tennessee, Missouri. California. Trying to think if there was anything else. Anywhere else. Yeah. And then there are a lot happening next month. So I'll add those as well. But so excited. So excited. So aside from crocheting, I've been trying to like fill in like the events because it's just like incredible. Like Thatched Roof Cottage like put together such a great resource for fiber artists, and I want to be sure that especially just getting it out there and having that as a way to let Yarn Over Hook members know what's going on in their area and hopefully link you all together. I'm so happy. I'm so excited I came across that this week. It has been a really great week for Yarn Over Hook. Really great week for crocheting. It's so nice. If only it would warm up a little bit. I'm good on the cold. I'm good on the cold. Yarn crawls and fiber festivals are on my crochet bucket list. Have you never done one? I've never done a yarn crawl. And there's one happening in May in LA like area. And I'm really hoping to go. I'm planning to go, hoping to go. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm like also nervous because when I see like a bingo card or like a list and the goal is to fill it in, I will do that. Say less. Like I will be there. I will be everywhere you need me to be to fill this in. And it's gonna be very difficult to do in LA because of traffic and how far away the shops are, at least the ones that were in last year's yarn crawl. Thrifty Crocheter, you are in Europe, right? Or am I mixing you up with somebody else? I hope I'm not. No, I'm in Indiana. Okay, so I am mixing up with somebody else. Oh. Did I put... There's something going on in Indiana. Or was it Illinois? I know I saw Indiana on the list. So I will definitely... Have you signed up for Yarn Over Hook? Because I can definitely send you those fiber festivals and yarn crawls. Because I'm pretty sure I saw Indiana on the list. Like, and multiple times, not just like one or two. And so I will be adding those to the events. Absolutely. Is that the right one? Did I do this way? There we go. Hi, Ava. Thank you so much for joining again. I'm curious, is there a way to share a request for you to do a video on a specific stitch or pattern? Yes. So you can comment on any videos if you would like, but it would be great if you sent me a message on Yarn Over Hook, and I can get that up. That would be, I love requests. Definitely ask me, send me a request. Or even if you have a question, on like, can you make a video on tension, which is on my list for you, Ava. You gave me this idea. For like, how can I fix my tension? How can I have more consistent tension? Sammi, can you do a video on like choosing yarn? Like stuff like that. You can absolutely message me on Yarn Over Hook. It is Sammi, S-A-M-M-I. So you can find me, send me a message. Hey, I want a video on this. I'll be like, I got you. I'll put it on my list. Thank you so much for asking, and thank you for being here. I love when you pop in and ask questions. I don't have an idea, but I know I'm gonna need your help. No worries. No worries at all. Even if you have questions on a pattern, like not so much that you need me to make a specific video, but if you have a pattern, you're working on something, you're practicing even with a video that I uploaded, you can message me if you have any issues with something. Just send me a message. If you have a pattern that you're working on or something, send me pictures. This is where I'm at. This is a part of the pattern. Don't send me like too much of it, especially if you purchased it. This is the part of the pattern that I'm on. I don't understand X. I got you. I got you. I would love to help. It's so awesome. I did like a mini tutorial thing on the mini bean stitch, or Elizabeth stitch on live last night too. There are even people who know this stitch that didn't believe that this was the mini bean Elizabeth stitch. Like, it is, let me see, there we go. It really doesn't look like it until you look really closely, and then you can see each individual mini bean. Like, I love it. That texture from far away, it's so cool. I'm so glad that I picked this one. And then I have a bunch of yarn from a project that I have decided to cancel. Or not cancel, but just stop. It was a big blanket, and I just don't think I'm gonna finish it. I got pretty far, maybe like a quarter of the way, so not too far. But I did a lot. Like, the blanket is a lot, so that's why I feel like I got pretty far, because the blanket it's a lot. And I think I decided I'm just gonna frog it. I've never undone like a project that I started and got like a bit of ways into and then just decided to stop. I've never done that. Have you guys ever like frogged a project you kind of just changed your mind on? I like felt bad. I was actually like feeling bad that that I am gonna frog it. Like, it feels weird. It feels weird even just saying that. Like, it was like, maybe, because when I tell y'all it's hard, it's a difficult blanket. And it's difficult in a sense that I have to keep count, like literally, like, cannot miss a stitch. I cannot miss a stitch. I have to count specific stitches and specific chunks every time, and it was just like, it was so time consuming. I was using so many stitch markers. It just like wasn't fun. It wasn't fun for me. So maybe I don't feel bad. Maybe I don't feel bad for frogging it. Ooh, what does that mean, frog it? Oh, um, so frogging it means to undo, like pull it out. So I'm under the impression that frogging comes from the sound of like pulling it out. Um, rip it, rip it, rip it. That's so funny. Okay, that is funny. I've always wondered kind of where it came from. I had heard it's because of the sound that it makes. It's like, like it sounds like little frogs. But rip it, rip it, rip it. That is so funny. That is where that comes from, Gadget Girl. Look at that. The more you know. That is so funny. Deanna, I secretly do stuff just so I can frog it. What does that mean? What do you mean? I see. Well, it's not a secret anymore. I secretly do stuff just so I can frog it. Do you like the sound? Do you like the like ripping of it? The rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it of it? That is so funny. It is a satisfying sound. Okay, Diana, I will give it to you. I will give it to you. It is a satisfying sound, especially, but only when you're not sad about having to do it, is what I would say. If you're sad about having to frog it, if I'm sad about having to frog something, I do not like that sound. I don't. But if it's something that I'm kind of just like, I'm just gonna undo this, then it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, my blanket is going to make a lot of rip it, rip it, rip it sounds. Maybe I'll frog it on live. Maybe I'll frog it on live this Saturday. I'll have to see because I don't want it to be too obnoxious. And when I'm frogging it, I want to be frogging it with my winder so that I can make cakes as I'm undoing it. So I might test it out and see how loud the like winder is because I just don't want that to be obnoxious for y'all. I know that like a lot of people like that ASMR sound like of the like yarn winder. I wonder if my system even picked up that sound. Because I really like that like I really like the sound. But I don't know, it might not be everybody's cup of tea. But I'll see. If it's not obnoxious, then we'll frog it together on Saturday. Because I think I want the yarn. It's a really like beautiful, it's almost this color, but not quite as mustardy. It's more like gold. It's more orange. It's more like a yellow, like and like a goldy orange color, and I really like it. So I could make a corner to corner blanket, something that I absolutely enjoy. Um, so I think I will frog it, and I can show you guys. I can show you how much I actually did. Um, I can show you what it is. Like the pattern isn't bad. Pattern, well done, beautifully written. It is just, it's something that I don't want to put a lot of time in. And it's funny because we were talking about like row by row versus corner to corner, and how I feel like a lot of people don't like making blankets because they've only done it row by row. That is my first, no, not my first. I've done a chevron. I made one for my mom. And my very, very first big crochet project was a double crochet blanket. But I can tell you my double crochet blanket took me like 6 years to make because I only worked on it in the winter, only when I felt like picking it up. And then the chevron blanket I made for my mom, I was one, trying to get rid of yarn, and two, wanting to try chevron. And so I was like, I'll make my mom a blanket. But I feel like even chevron doesn't really count because it's not just like straight rows, if that makes sense. Like chevron is fun, I feel like, to make because there's some variance. But the blanket that I'm working on is row by row. There is some variance, like I think it was every fourth row I needed to make a very specific kind of wave shape. but then when I have to come back and put in the next stitch, and I think it was half double crochet, I had to keep count. I had to go back and make sure that each of the like intricate waves that I crocheted all had the same count, all had the correct count. And so every 4 rows, I basically had to stop crocheting and count very tediously. The blanket is humongous. It's a lot. And going row by row just isn't as satisfying in my opinion as a corner to corner. And it's funny because yeah, like if it were corner to corner, I probably absolutely would have finished it. But row to row blankets can be they can be a lot. They can be a lot. And at first I didn't quite understand folks who don't like crocheting blankets, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like why not? It can lay on your lap as you're crocheting it. It's so nice to wrap yourself up in something that you just made. And so I never really made that connection. But now I'm like, you're right. If you're starting out with a long chain that's 200, 300 stitches, then you have to come back and then go back again and then come back, and you're just making a really thick ribbon until it eventually gets thick. Like, then I get it, because now I am undoing I am undoing a blanket that I spent hours, days, I think months, going back and forth and then counting, back and forth and then counting. And y'all have heard me before. I have nothing against counting. I absolutely encourage counting and using stitch markers to help count. But I don't know what it was about this blanket. I could not, counting it was just counting those stitches. And I think it's because I knew I had to do it like every 4th row. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, every 5th row. I had to have been every 5th row. No, it was 4 because they alternated directions. Knowing that I had to do it every 4th row just made me like not look forward to that row. And that was the most interesting row to do because of the wave thing that I was making, like the special stitch that she had in that pattern. And like I said, there was nothing against the pattern, nothing against the crocheter, the pattern maker. Pattern is beautiful. It's great. For me, I lost interest. And I'm so bummed because it's a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous blanket. But I think we will be frogging it together on live. We can all say goodbye to it together. I think I've made up my mind. We're going to rip it, and undo it, save the cakes, and maybe we'll pick a corner to corner together. That would be fun. Maybe we can do that. Because Made by Goody, again, Made by Goody, this is unsponsored, but I will sing her praises from the rooftop. Made by Goody's corner to corner patterns are amazing. Gootie, Made by Goody. And maybe we can pick one because there are so many on there that I want to make. And that golden colored yarn, oh, it's gonna look so pretty with a corner to corner. I'm really excited now. I think I feel better. I think I feel better about ripping it up. Ripping it up. Thank you all for coming on this journey with me. Thank you. I do feel better about taking it apart because I was feeling really sad about it. But it's a lot of yarn, and I bought a ton of yarn to make it. So I have a lot of this color, and I'm trying to make room. Because I bought a lot of yarn from Joanne. Enough to at least finish my mood tracker blanket because I really was freaking out. I'm glad I purchased when I did because I was going to do another purchase to kind of get like backup yarn for like the tutorials and everything that I do for Yarn Over Hook. That's also all Big Twist. My yarn wall that you guys see in my videos, Big Twist. And I was considering making another order of just like those colors because I really like those colors. And I went on Joann and they're like sold out. They're almost sold out of like everything. And placed my order like, when did I do it? I placed my order maybe the day after it was announced that they were like officially going out of business. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the day after, because that night I was like really upset. I got really upset hearing about Joann's closing. Um, and I put everything in my cart. I was like, okay, let me just go through. Let me really think about what it is I need. Let me go through the colors of the mood tracker blanket. And just make sure, like, I'll count, I can estimate, because I was like just about 2 months done, and I can like estimate like if my emotions stay on track for the rest of the year, if I keep up with this emotional pattern for the rest of the year, I need X amount of yarn. So hopefully we don't have too many stressed, angry, or sad days, because I did not buy a ton of those colors. Hopefully the year is filled with happy, wonderful, and just fine days, because I have a lot of those colors. So hopefully the year stays in this kind of trajectory. Because I kind of purchased based on my 2021 mood tracker blanket, and in that one I only had 3 days of like anger and frustration. There were plenty of days, like sad days, but oh no, that's stressed. Plenty, I'm looking at my mood tracker blanket. Plenty of stress days. But I don't think I really used that many skeins. And some sad days. But again, I didn't use that many skeins. So I did the math, and it should be good. It should be good for the year. Cross your fingers for me. Send good vibes. I hope that I really, really hope that I have enough yarn for the year. I really do. Oof. There's some other crocheters who ran to Joann's and they were letting me know that lines were long, that Victus was sold out, and that they couldn't order online. There's been a lot of people who've not been able to order online. Thank you so much, Claire. Thank you. Hi, Claire. Thank you so much for joining the live. Welcome. Hello. Yeah, a lot of people who weren't able to get Big Twist for their tracker projects. I'm pulling my cat's hair. Oh no, this is my husband's hair. I thought it was a cat hair. Just if you guys see me doing that, it's my cats love laying on my yarn as I'm crocheting, so I get a lot of yarn in my projects. But it's so good to see you here. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, I'm really glad that I ordered when I did. I hope that somebody buys Big Twist. I really do. Or not even just Big Twist, but the company that manufactures Big Twist, as well as K plus C. I've been saying like K and C, KXC. The KC yarn. That cotton is so accessible because it's so affordable. I feel like because it comes in small skeins, like I feel like it's really good to practice with, like if you want to try out cotton. And I was gonna do a whole video on it and everything, only for it to like not become available anymore. That, along with a bunch of other natural fiber yarns. The last I heard from my joins that I go to, they're all out of it. They're all out of it. So I'm kind of bummed. I was able to place an order for like 3, maybe I think 2 little colors of little skeins of K and C yarn. I wish I had purchased more, but I didn't want to do too much panic buying. I just didn't. And so I'll keep them and maybe just do some like little small projects. I love making house stuff like coasters, or I have a pattern in mind for a cozy for a mug. So I'll probably just I want to make something that I can like use and use and use and use until it like maybe falls apart. To kind of like commemorate, to celebrate Joann. Thrifty Crocheter, everyone is so sad to see Joanne go. It's such a bummer. It's we're losing like such an amazing place. And I would go when I was a kid. My mom would take me with her to get fabrics, yarn, notions, all the things. I love Joann's, and I did cry on my latest trip there. The video that I posted where I said that I found out that my store was closing. So that was a few days after they had released the list of like 500 stores that they were closing. And I was like, well, at least I'll be able to go to some other ones. I was like trying to keep it positive. I was like, it's okay. Now we can make like my trips more intentional, like whatever. We'll just go to the ones that are further away. Only for then like a week later, all of them are closing. And I have like connected with so many people who work there even. Oh my goodness, so many people who love Joann's, work at Joann's, have been working there even just like for a little while, from just a couple weeks to like years. Hi, next we have hello. I think you are who I was thinking of. You're in Europe. I thought Thrifty Crocheter was in Europe. I had switched you guys. You're the one in Europe, right? I just want to be sure. I'm so happy you're here. Hello, next we have. Hello. Yeah, it's just it's a bummer. It's a bummer. And I did. After I filmed that video, the last one that I have of me shopping in Joann, I like sat in my car. I had to sit in my car for a little bit. And I didn't and it just like hit me. I didn't realize how important Joann was to me. And like I was saying, I was talking with folks who work there even, and they're feeling like the same way. And it's just such a bummer. It's a bummer for everybody. This just really stinks. It really stinks. Next we have, yes, I am. Okay. Hello. I had thought about you earlier because we were talking about events happening around the US, fiber festivals and yarn crawls. Thrifty Crocheter and I were talking about how we've never done a yarn crawl before. I only went to my first fiber festival at the end of November last year, the SoCal Fiber Fest, and it was so much fun. I want to go to more, but we were talking about how we never have gone and how I've put up tons of events on Yarn Overhook for fiber festivals and yarn crawls, and I was going to ask you like how big the like fiber fest and yarn crawls are in your area, like not all of Europe of course, but like in your area. And I want to definitely include events from all over the world. We have members from Nigeria, we have members from Europe, we have even like followers and subscribers from Japan, India, so I want to be sure to get some international events going on. So it would be nice to like pick your brain about some events that you enjoy going to if you go to any. I've seen videos of people sad about the stores closing. Yeah, it's really sad. You know what? I have no idea. Well, thank you so much. That is so funny. Well, that is something I'm gonna have to look up, and I will get it on Yarn Overhook, and hopefully maybe you can find something in your area. I feel like a lot of people don't know of fiber festivals and yarn crawls in their areas. I know I didn't. And like my mom, anytime she goes back home to New Mexico, she's like, oh my gosh, this just happened and I missed it. How did I not know about it? Or, oh my gosh, this is happening this weekend. I did not know about it. I'm glad that I'm here, and goes. I feel like I feel like every time she happens to go to a fiber festival, it's because she happened upon the event and it just happens to work out. And that's me too. I did not know about the SoCal Fiber Festival. I just so happened to look up like crochet groups in Los Angeles, I think, on Reddit. And somebody had mentioned, oh, a group of us are going to the SoCal Fiber Fest in a few weeks. You should join us. And I was like, when is this? Like, so I really want to build up our events database on Yarn Overhook so that people are more aware. and can plan to go to these things in their area. So far I went to a meetup from a Facebook group, but it didn't even occur to me to look for fests. I'll definitely check. Yeah, I mean, if you come across anything, please let me know. Message me on Yarn Over Hook. I will make an event for it, because I want to get some international events up there as well, and just like get people going to these fiber fests. Get some crocheters out there. I feel like it's full of knitters. We need to get some crocheters to get out to these fiber fests and these yarn crawls. Because I only ever find, like, I happened upon that post on Reddit, but then when I got there, it was very much geared towards knitters. And I feel like not a lot of crocheters know of these events, and that's like so interesting to me how that happens. And even the SoCal one that I went to, almost all of the booths that weren't selling like fibers or like notions or anything was about knitting. I don't remember seeing booths. Oh, no, but Clover has knitting and crocheting hooks, and that's notions. I don't remember seeing anything specific to crocheters. Not even like an amigurumi like booth. I'll have to go through like the footage that I filmed. I think I still have the map. Y'all, we are getting there. Holy cow. So yeah, I want to get some crocheters out at these fiber festivals and yarn crawls. I'm really hoping that the yarn crawl that's happening here doesn't happen over my wedding weekend. Last year's happened the week before. So I'm hoping, oh my gosh, can you guys see me shaking? I'm that cold. Oh no. I am hoping that this one doesn't conflict with my wedding. I'm really hoping, because I really want to go. I've never done a yarn crawl and they look so fun. I just found something for this Sunday, not even 20 minutes away from my house. OMG. What is it? What is it called? Why haven't I thought about this? Ah! What is it called? Or if you want to. Oh my gosh. Only if you want to. This is live. This is the internet. So you can message me on Yarn Over Hook if you want to. I got too excited. I got too ahead of myself. Don't put yourself on blast if you don't want to. I'm so glad that you found something. That's awesome. Are you gonna go? Do you have plans? Can you cancel them? Oh, that's so exciting. Ah, it was meant to be. It was meant to happen. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you. I'm like sitting here like waiting intently to see if you're gonna go. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Your excitement is contagious. Thank you. I'm like, I'm just waiting if you're gonna go. Are you gonna go? What do you like to crochet with next we have? What would you look for? Because when I went to the SoCal Fiberfest, I didn't buy any fiber. And it's because, again, I feel like it was really geared towards knitting. I really do. But anyway, aside, I have never crocheted with animal fibers. I think next we have, it might have been you or Thrifty Crocheter who told me that there is a wool blend that is actually good for cold and hot weather. I think in like my earlier lives, and that I should try it. So my next festival, I am gonna look for something that is good for cold and warm weather, and probably make some socks. I'm actually like really excited. I do like crocheting like footwear. I want to crochet them more. I crocheted quite a few when I lived in Chicago. I didn't keep them though, because it definitely warranted it. But I do want to make socks for like me and my husband. I know nothing about blends or yarn types. Okay, so I'm just really combining you and Thrifty Crocheter. It must have been Thrifty Crocheter who told me. I'll share other events since I already mentioned this one is next to my house. Thank you. I'm going absolutely. Yay! Yay, yay, yay! Oh, that's so good. That is so great. Yeah, even if you don't want to put them on live, because completely understandable, you can just private message me on Yarn Over Hook, and I can just add it to like our events, like a general events calendar, if you would like to. Um, Otherwise, I'm definitely going to be looking up some stuff in like outside of the US because I definitely want our international crochet friends to be able to find stuff. Yeah, I think um the next festival I go to, I'm definitely gonna look for wool blends that are good for warm weather. Mm, I didn't see a whole lot of cotton, but I was also like really overwhelmed because it was my first Fiber Fest. Um, so I didn't buy any yarn. I just bought like a bamboo clover hook. Will do. Thank you so much. Thank you. I bought a bamboo clover hook. 0 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend. It's so uncomfortable. Their other hooks, amazing. Absolutely amazing. The ergonomic ones, perfect, amazing. No notes. The bamboo ones, so many notes. All the notes. Do not get it. It's pretty. It's pretty, so I'm gonna keep it. And I love the concept, but there can be some improvement, just like one or two. Um, and I think that was all that I bought. And I did like a little class. I really should put together the footage and post it. I took a little class and made or put together a balloon animal, crocheted balloon animal. The person who held the class crocheted all of the balloon animal, like, like before you twist it all together to make the little dog. So she crocheted all of it for us, and they're like this big, like so cute. Um, and I think I have a picture posted somewhere. I thought I posted a picture on Yarn Over Hook. If not, I will after this live. Oh, I might. No, I don't think I have a picture of it. It's so cute. And she even like put little name tags on each of them to give them names. Like, so we each had one, a little balloon animal like dog, and they all had names, and we just got to like fold them up and put them together. And then she included a link to the pattern. It was just so fun. Like, that was a highlight of Fiberfest. So if you do end up going to a Fiberfest, check out the classes, because a lot of them are like volunteer or just somebody who's very interested in wanting to do it, which I guess would be volunteer. um and they're so fun. All the classes looked so fun, and I'm really glad that I signed up for that one. I took the last seat, and I'm so happy that I did. Crochet balloon animals, I've seen it, so cute. They're so cute. I really want to make like a bigger one. This one is like a cute little keychain, but I want to make a big one because it is so fun. It's so fun, so unique. I never would have thought to try that. Hi Yuki, how are you? Thank you so much for joining the live. Yo, I was looking for a video to watch while crocheting and you popped up. Amazing. Oh my gosh, perfect. Crochet and chat. What did you bring to crochet and chat? I'm so happy that you're here. Hello. I'm really happy. Yeah, I'll have to. I really want to make a crochet animal, balloon animal. I think picking the color is kind of what's difficult. Because we could do the classic red, like just like a red balloon. Yellow, I think is another good color. Green, maybe. Blue. Am I just listing all the colors now? I think I want red now. I think I want red, like a bright red one. We need Wendy. Wendy is not here, and she is our designated list holder, and she should be adding this to the list. I bet you guys she has this on her list. I'm gonna ask her. I bet this is on her list. I want to ask her what color she would do. Yuki, I'm doing the same while watching. What are you guys making? What are you guys making? I feel like I haven't asked that in a while. What is on your hook? What did you bring? What was the weight of the yarn they used? Oh my gosh, it was so small. It was very, very, very small. Um, it's in the other room. I'll have to I'll have to post a picture because the dog came out to maybe be like this big. Like, yeah, probably like this big. So the yarn, the weight had to have been like super fine. It had to have been. Maybe two, maybe a two, but it was small, very small, which was like just so nice that she even like did that. She had to make 8 because I think there were about 8 of us in the class. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there were 8 of us in the class, so she had to make 8 of them. Incredible, just incredible. So if you are going to a fiber festival, check out the classes because at least at my festival, it was ran by some like really fun folks who clearly love what they're doing, and we're very excited to host a class. So take a class if you can. Yuki, hi, pretty good. I'm crocheting flowers for my niece's blankets. Love from Chile. Hello, hello. Oh, that is so fun. Are you doing the like small flowers that you're gonna like put together to make a blanket? Is that what you're crocheting, or a different kind of flower? Because I know that one's the like really popular one, which I think I might actually do for my mood tracker blanket for next year. I'm already planning 2026 mood tracker blanket. Cynthia, I'm still crochet a sweater. Hello, Cynthia, how are you? I'm in New Jersey. Fun. You're in New Jersey. I'll have to look up from some events in New Jersey and be sure to get those up on Yarn Over Hook. If you haven't signed up for Yarn Over Hook yet, you can. It's free. You can check out the link in my description. For those of you who are new and joining and have never been to my lives, my name is Sammi. I teach crochet with Yarn Over Hook. Yarn Over Hook is a free crochet community for crocheters to share projects, ideas, inspirations, link up together at events, yarn crawls, and fiber fests. You can find all of that on Yarn Over Hook. Sign up is free. Follow the link in my description. I would love to have you and see what you are making. Next I am making a handbag recreating a Michael Kors bag. Okay. The Scarlet. No idea how it will work out, but I have high hopes. I have high hopes. I have all the confidence in you. I'm counting stitches using stitch markers, the whole 9. Yes. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to see this. That is so fun. Oh, no. I'm crocheting daisies. Ooh, my mom knitted the blanket and she wants some flowers for fun. That is so fun. A nice collaborative project. Oh, that is so cool. And with both, like, with 2 fiber mediums. That is so fun. Crochet flowers are the best thing ever. Yes, I really want to do that like popular puff stitch flower. I think I will do it for next year's mood tracker. I'd have to make 365 of them and then sew them all together. But I kind of like the idea of it. Just like a flower blanket. Oh, I think I will do it. I think I will. Check back with me in December when I have to put the border on my current mood tracker blanket. I have already signed up. Yay, Cynthia. Yay. And I also have a sweater on my to crochet list. So what kind of sweater then are you making, Cynthia? Which one are you working on? And thank you for signing up. Thank you for being here. Have I followed you? Did I find you? If I didn't, you should find me so that I can find you. I'm trying to keep up and be sure that I am following everybody. In New Jersey. You're in New Jersey. Okay. So I will definitely add events from New Jersey. Has anybody else in here? Are fiber festivals, yarn crawls on your bucket list? Have you been to any? Do you have any tips for people who've never done a yarn crawl? I'm like nervous to do the one in May if I'm able to make it. I'm so nervous to do it. I know I'm gonna want to go to every single store and like fill out my bingo card. Yarn crawls seem like so fun, but if you're like competitive if you're someone who needs to complete something, especially if it's a game. I feel like yarn crawls are like, oh my goodness. I've posted a few yarn crawls on the events in Yarn Over Hook. Where were they? I think Massachusetts, maybe Tennessee, Texas. I think Oklahoma. I don't know, but I posted a few, and I looked at the maps of them, and the one in North Shore, Boston, Massachusetts. Oh my gosh, those stores look so far away from each other. They did like a mapping of like if you were to drive to all of them, and it was like almost 3 hours. I'm like, I'm gonna be following just so I can see who wins, because that's some dedication. Cynthia is making a Boddington cardigan by Melissa Leapman. Oh my goodness. A Boddington cardigan. I'm going to look that up because I want to see what that looks like. A Boddington cardigan. Let's see. I hope I'm saying that right. Boddington cardigan. Pretty. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Boddington. Oh, that is so pretty. Wow. I can't wait to see this. How far are you? Oh, and it's oversized. Oh, that's perfect. For those of you who want to see it. Oh, coupon popped up. I wonder if you guys can see it. Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my goodness. Cross double crochet. Is that what that is? I love a cross double crochet. Not me shopping for patterns. No. No, I don't need patterns. I legit was like, oh, let me go ahead and see. It's a good thing I'm on live. But I will be adding it to my list, and I'm going to send it to Wendy so that she can add it to hers. Or if you're watching this after the live, so the recording of this, Wendy, Boddington cardigan. Add that to your list. I told my sister to join us. I'm on the second half. Oh, hi, Cynthia's sister. Thank you for being here. If you are here already, if you're not, I'll see you in a bit then. I'm on the second half. Nice, nice. Oh my goodness. That is pretty, the color as well. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So pretty. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. So Willow Yarns Boddington Crochet Cardigan Pattern by Melissa Leapman. So they used, okay, so their yarns, Willow Yarns, is Willow Dusk. It says that the skill level is intermediate. They go from size small to 3X. Nice. The length is 29 inches. Ooh. Hook size GH. I want to know what the yarn weight is. What yarn weight are you using, Cynthia? It doesn't say. I have to go and look at the yarn. And 6 to 8 skeins, so that's not bad. That's not bad. Yes. If you guys want to see it one more time. I hope this is the right one too. It's a treble cross stitch. Oh, I thought so because these were big. It's like that can't be double. Oh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. It is. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm so excited to see it. What color yarn did you pick? Are you doing the same kind of the dusk color? And I feel like that's a good sweater for like spring and fall. Oof. And it should be good here too. Look, see? Guys, I can't. This is how it always goes. See, like, we were talking a couple lives ago about mood crocheting and how, like, I will just be scrolling. I'll be on Pinterest, I'll be on the clock app, I'll be on YouTube, just scrolling, and I'll happen upon something, and immediately I'm like, okay, great, I'm gonna make that right now. And this, I'm doing it. You guys caught me live doing it. uh, Look, let me turn this off. Let me close this. I'm not going to close the browser though, so that when I open my phone after the live, I still have the pattern. And the pattern's on sale right now. Oh goodness. Y'all are awesome. I had two pattern suggestions as well last night on the live that I did, and I had I had a notebook. I had like a little notepad and a pen, and I was just writing down all these suggestions. Like, I need any more projects or patterns. Hi Barbara, Cynthia's sister, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, hello. What do you have on your hook? What do you like crocheting? What have you crocheted? All of the things. What's your favorite hook size? What is everybody's favorite hook size? Somebody asked me that on live last night. What's everybody's go-to hook size? It doesn't matter the project. Like, even if it suggests something, what is the one that you are like most comfortable with? And you're like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and use this hook. What size is that for y'all? The yarn weight is 4. Yeah, I use the same yarn as the pattern. Oh, okay. Would you recommend it? I don't know if I've ever heard of that brand. Barbara, I'm crocheting a granny square sweater. Very nice. What colors are you using? What colorway? And how many squares do you need to make? I think I have a cat here. Oh, got it. Oh my goodness. Oof. Sorry, friends. I would have to say my go-to hook size. I feel like it's mostly H, because that's like the 5mm, because that's what most patterns call for, but I have lately been using G a lot. H is still the first hook I grab, but sometimes after I've started my project, I'll be like, I think G might be good for this one. Most of my projects might still be in H, but I've noticed, like, lately, this is the first time that this has happened to me. I have been shuffling, like, as I jump between my projects. I'm not even exaggerating. Excuse me. All of the projects that I'm currently working on, I'm using E, F, G, and H. Like, I am cycling through 4 hooks for all of my projects, and I've never done that before. Usually, I think in the past, it's been H. Next we have, mine is 5mm. Okay, next we have, or 4 to 5. Barbara, beige and brown, hook size is 4.5. Okay, beige and brown. Ooh, love a good neutral. Love it. How many squares do you need to make? Yeah, I feel like before it was mostly 5 or an H. But yeah, lately I've been shuffling through different hooks for different projects. The doodad blanket, for instance, that I'm crocheting, that one is F. I'm using F for that one. So, and I'm pretty sure that's what was recommended. I think F or G. I think that's what Hooked on Sunshine recommended. Which I remember being surprised because it's small. But, oh, that might not be it. It might be because of the yarn I'm using, actually. That might be why I'm using such a small hook, because I didn't realize that the yarn that I'm using is a 3 and not 4. I bought it because it was so pretty, and it is so, oh, it's so thin. It's so thin. Um, but it's so nice, and the blanket's coming out perfectly. If you haven't seen it yet, I posted it for Whip Wednesday on my Yarn Over Hook, and oh, I would love to work on it on live, but I have to pay attention to what I'm doing because the count is really important and the stitches change every row. And that would not make for a very fun live. This would not be a crochet and chat. This would be a watch Sammi count live. And that doesn't seem very fun. Hi, Letitia. How are you? Is it Letitia? I want to be sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hi, hi. Thank you so much for joining the live. How are you? What do you have on your hook? What did you bring to crochet? Letitia says 4.5. Okay, so this is G then. Okay. Barbara, I have 24 so far, but it's going to be a maxi sweater, so I need a lot more. Oh, you guys are twins? What? Oh, you can see their profile pictures. How fun! Next we have, I love that you just caught that. Oh, how fun. Snow Wolf, hello! Thank you so much for joining. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you all so much for joining. How are you, Snow Wolf? What did you bring to crochet and chat? What do you have on your hook? I'm good. I'm currently eating. So nothing on your hook, but definitely something on your fork or spoon. I've been home about an hour or so. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for coming to hang out. Thank you so, so much. My mom said hi. She just arrived and criticized my flowers. Oh no, I hope it's good criticism. Hello, Yuki's mom. Oh my goodness. What color is the blanket that she knitted and the daisies that you're making? That is just so fun. I love that. I'm currently enrolled in beauty school. Oh, right. I remember you telling me that. Um, on the live on the clock app. I think you had brought that up. This is your first semester, right? You just started? Is that where you came from? How is it going? Yep. Okay, cool. I hope it's going well, that you're enjoying it. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to start the decrease soon on this. Let me show you all how much I have left. Ah! I'm gonna have to start the decrease soon. Look! Oh my goodness. I'm trying to get it in the frame. There we go. Let me see. Yeah, I think it'll be just a little bit bigger than a lap blanket. Yay! I have a total of 800 hours to complete. Whew. You got this, Snow Wolf. You got this. The blanket is different shades of purple, of pink, and white. The flowers are blue petals and pink center. Wow. That is such a colorful blanket. That sounds like such a colorful blanket. Oh my goodness. Is there anything special you have to do when decreasing? So I need to double check the pattern, but so in order to increase on each row, I believe, yeah, I am adding 2 on each side. So I chain 3 and then I work into the chain of the previous row, like into that chain space to increase. So what I think I'm going to be doing is I will just be crocheting 2 Elizabeth stitches together in order to decrease. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw on the pattern. I'll have to look it up. But the next time you guys see me live on Saturday in 2 days, I will probably be decreasing this blanket. Because yeah, like we are very close to the end. Is there, oh, it's my mom's first grandchild, so yeah, it's full of color and love. Oh, that is amazing. That is so fun. I love that, Yuki. What a unique and fun project. Oh, I love that. Snow Wolf, currently I'm at 200 and something hours. Wow. Okay, so you're a quarter of the way there. You got this. You got this. Oh, that's so fun. Do they count your hours like you're in class and like the dedicated time that you're spending like practicing? Like any of that counts as hours? Can you do that at home or is it only like in the studio? Have you made an Elizabeth Stitch video? I have. The Elizabeth slash mini bean stitch, I'm gonna like let you guys in on the secret. If you're watching this after the recording, I guess it's just a regular video. But I'm gonna let you guys, because you're here on live, we're just gonna have fun. So I was uploading, literally in the middle of uploading the Elizabeth slash mini bean stitch video, the full-length tutorial. And I happened upon, I think, was I editing it or upload? No, I was uploading it. I happened upon another variation of it. And I didn't, so I thought that the stitch, so the first one that I did, the stitch is straight up. I thought that if you just changed your tension, that you could get a variant where it goes diagonal, where it lays like this and alternates as it goes. So this stitch that I'm doing now, this variation. I just thought that had to do with tension or like, yeah, just your tension. And then I looked very closely, and it's where you place the stitch that changes the direction that it lays. And so I had to cancel that upload, re-edit it, upload that. I filmed the second variation and then uploaded that and had no idea. So I have two videos, both variations of Elizabeth slash mini bean stitch. The one that goes straight up, I think what I saw was it tends to be called the Elizabeth stitch more often than the mini bean. And the one like this that lays down is more often called the mini bean than the Elizabeth. It might be the opposite. It's confusing and honestly one of those fun, like, I feel like Easter eggs that you can happen upon in crochet, that like a tiny change will like make a whole new stitch or variation that then everybody's calling the same thing, but doesn't really explain that there's actually two variations. I was elated when I found that. So I can show you guys kind of, let me get on my comfy chair. Oh my goodness. Actually I can check. No, oh my gosh, you're fine. So yeah, you can see it here a little bit. Let me see if I can get close to the camera. Yeah, okay, yes. So you see where this stitch is, how it's in the stitch of the previous row? You can kind of see it. There we go. So this mini bean stitch is in the mini bean of the previous row. That is the second variation that I uploaded. The first variation I uploaded, you put the mini bean stitch actually, oh, can we focus? There we go. Actually in the chain space. So right here, just moving it over just a teeny bit will make the stitch go straight as opposed to leaning. If you put the mini bean slash Elizabeth stitch in itself from the previous row, it will lean. If you put it in the chain space, it'll stack up like bricks. My mind was completely blown. Snow Wolf, they count the hours you have attended at the school. Okay, well, you got this. Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that you're already a quarter of the way through. Thrifty Crocheter, I just watched one of your short videos and it was cute. Thank you. Which one did you watch? Thank you for watching. Yuki gotta go. Bye. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye, Yuki's mom as well. Thank you so much for joining. Ava, thank you, and bye, Yuki. Yeah, like, it is so cool. It's so cool. So I was sure to upload those videos, the full-length tutorials, back to back, because I thought that that was so dope. That tiny change can make like a huge difference. That's definitely like, I never would have noticed that. And not to say that there hasn't been anybody who did this, but I didn't see that explanation. I just happened to I had to pull up two different patterns to compare, because I was like, why is it sometimes the stitch is standing up straight and sometimes it's on its side leaning diagonally? Yeah, I remember that day very vividly, because I was just like, let me refilm this, like, or let me film another one, because I had to be sure to get both variations up, just so that like it wasn't confusing or anything, or that people could see the options, or if one didn't match a pattern that a crocheter had, like, then they had another one that they could reference and then understand why it might look different. Yeah. Got another square for the blankets on the hook. Yay, Snow Wolf, yay! Awesome. How many do you have so far? Oh, see, there we go. I need to recount. Hold on. No worries. Thank you all so much for coming to hang out with me. I hope that you are enjoying the chats and the music and the vibes. I love it. I love it so much. You guys are so much fun to hang out with. Thank you so much for coming. It makes me so happy. I love doing these lives, and I'm so glad that I'll be able to do these on another time during the week, either Tuesdays or Thursdays at the same time. I should be able to do it. And we'll keep our Saturday one too, of course. Our Saturday one at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So if you enjoyed this one, sorry, I have like a whole fiber in my eye from this yarn. There we go. If you enjoyed hanging out in this one, definitely check out the 2 p.m. one that I do on Saturdays as well, Pacific time. I'm just so happy that I was able to do this one today. Does anybody else, any of you guys have, I know Snow Wolf does, have pets where you're crocheting your stuff and you crochet their hair into it? I feel like I'm constantly pulling out my cat's little hairs out of my projects because they either lay down on my yarn. I have one cat in particular who loves to lay down on the yarn as I am crocheting. He also like insists on making biscuits out of it, so he'll be pulling my feeding yarn. I'll just be feeling this slight tug on my feeding yarn because he's doing mittens on it, and then I just inevitably end up with so much hair in my yarn. So much hair. 49 squares in total, working on 50. Yay! And how many did you need again? Even sometimes while I'm crocheting or filming a short or a video, I'll be in the middle of filming it, maybe even almost done, and I'll see, like, from my black cat, I'll see this like little black hair just sticking straight up from the project. And I'm like, cool, that was there the entire video, and now I'm distracted by it and have to refilm everything. Oh my goodness. So if you guys see little little pieces of hair or fibers that don't quite look like yarn fibers, it's probably from my cats leaving me a little something for my videos. So don't mind it. I saw a video of a crocheter whose cat will as they're crocheting will lay on their project, and they're like, oh well, I have to stop now because we can't move the cat. The cat is here on the lap on my project. I cannot turn my project because I've definitely been stuck with that, where now I can't turn my project, or I do like an awkward kind of turn just so that I don't have to move them. My goodness. I don't have a specific amount I need. Okay. So you're just going until you get to the size that you want? How big are your squares? Cats being the main character is hilarious. I know. Oh my gosh. My black cat in particular is like, he's 100% main character vibes. Like, it is so funny. We're just here to serve him. He will be yelling at us if we're in the kitchen cooking. He's like, why aren't you on the couch sitting? Because it's time for lap time. Put on your little true crime, put on your little anime, whatever you need. I just need you on the couch now. I need you on the couch 5 minutes ago, is his attitude. And I can't move this arm. If he's laying on my arm, I cannot move it. If I do and I'm trying to crochet, he's like, he'll like look at me, he'll yell, "Why are you moving?" Amazing, just absolutely amazing. And then my youngest cat, if I have yarn out from crocheting, he's like, "Oh, thank you for bringing me some dough to knead while you're hanging out with me. Thank you so much. Please don't pull it. I will bite it if you do. Thank you." Like, it is so funny. It is so funny. So if I want to focus on my crochet and not be bothered with them, I have to like go to my bedroom or go into our studio area, like our studio study, um, and just lock myself away so that I don't have to worry about them hijacking my project and my crochet time. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely main character. It is so funny. Oh, I'm trying to see how much I have left. My little pile fell down. Okay, this is where we are now. Oh my goodness. I'm like, because I don't want to, like, just in case, I don't want to go all the way to the end of the yarn. Like, if I feel like I'm about to finish, I'll probably like take away a row just so that I'm certain that I'll have enough yarn to finish on the decrease. Because both of these skeins were new. They're both exactly the same. So I have the same amount of yarn for both skeins. But I want to be sure that I don't run out on the decrease. I'll be really sad if I run out on the decrease. But it'll be fine. If I do run out on the decrease, what I've done on my other corner to corner blankets is that like I took a partial skein or one skein of a color that I had. I only had like one, and so I wanted to get rid of it or use it. Um, Mostly from my 2021 mood tracker blankets. I had so much yarn left over. And a lot of it was just like one skein of a color. So I made a corner to corner lap blanket for me, for myself and my husband. And when I ran out of yarn, I just put white. And so we each have a lap blanket. Mine is green, his is purple, where most of it is one is the green or purple color, and then the corner is white. And it's actually kind of cute. I actually don't mind it. So if I do run out of this yarn before I finish my decrease, it'll be okay. I'll just add a little white corner. It looks so fun too. It like, I don't know, it reminds me of like, for some reason, like dog earing a book. I don't do that anymore, but for some reason it reminds me of like a dog ear, like finding a dog ear in like a library book or an old used book. I don't know why, it just reminds me of that. I'm on my third skein of yarn. Very nice. Oh my goodness. How many did you buy? If you're kind of just like winging it. And are you making this one for yourself? I couldn't remember if you said that or not. I'm not following a pattern. Very nice. So then what square are you doing? Are you just doing a regular granny square? I love projects like that, where you're not just following a pattern, but you're kind of just like, just going, just going with the flow, the crochet flow. It's still raining outside, and we have like a little awning on our window, and I can hear the rain like pitter-pattering on it, and it's so nice. I wish that so I actually can barely hear the music because I want to be sure that you guys hear me clearly, so I don't have that up on my side. Um, I wish I did, because this would be like perfect, hearing the rain outside and the car driving by on the wet road. This is just so nice. Oh, this is so nice. I know I've said it before, but thank you all so much for being here and for hanging out. Even if you're watching the recording, thank you so much for, even if you're still watching right now, thank you so much for hanging out and crocheting with me. I really appreciate it. It is so fun. I love doing these. I love doing these lives. Oh, I found a mistake. I did 2 chains there. We're gonna have to frog it. Yeah, see, I hear the like it sounds like a frog to me, but I did not realize that it's probably from rip it, like ripping it up. That did not dawn on me. Did I make it? I don't think I did. Did I? Yeah, I pulled it out. Okay. This is kind of ASMR crochet. I know. It's so nice. I'm so glad that I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying it. If I do a live where I am taking yarn, it'll definitely be an ASMR crochet live. I will test it out. I'll definitely test it out to see if the sound of the yarn winder will be competing too much with my mic. If it's not competing too much, and it doesn't sound like grating, then I might do some cake making on live as well, because I really do love it. I put on a movie or something, music, a podcast, even. I'll even just like prop my Kindle up sometimes, um, because I can quickly just like tap it and to change the page, and I'll just cake my yarn. It's like so nice. It's so therapeutic hearing the sound of it. Do you all, I remember asking this a little bit ago, what did she call them? Oh, it was on the clock app. I did it on that live. So she calls, where'd it go? Where did my other skein go? Oh, it is here. So do you keep your yarn in the, like, she called it cake baby, and so now I can't unsee it. Do you keep it in the cake baby shape, or do you cake it like immediately after you bring it home? What do you like to do? I say that it kind of depends on how I want to store it, because the way that my yarn storage is, like my shelving, keeping it as a yarn baby is best for me. So I have like the shelving, the square shelving with the X's, and shoving a bunch of big cakes in there, I feel like is so counterintuitive, because then I end up with a lot of yarn at the back of my shelf that I don't see. Whereas if I keep it in the cake baby shape, I can only put so much at the back. Like if I pull out one cake baby, then or yarn baby, I can see the yarn behind it. So it's not like too much. But if I cake it and like try and fill in that X section, I feel like I have so many rows of yarn that I'm not gonna be able to see everything in there. But I have my yarn wall, so then I cake that yarn to put up on my yarn wall. So do you keep your yarn as cake babies or yarn babies, or do you use a yarn winder and cake it? Or even like by hand, do you cake it by hand? Oh, there we go. And then I feel like there's some skeins that you buy and you don't actually have to do like, this is like cute and little. So I keep it just like this. But how much yarn do you currently have? I have a lot of yarn. I have a lot of yarn. I have too much yarn. Yeah, I have a lot of yarn. And that's the reason why I made my little yarn wall and made cakes to put on top of it or on it so that I could free up some storage and keep the yarn babies that I wanted to keep as yarn babies in my shelving. So I do have a lot of yarn and need the storage. So I leave it as is until it starts getting super thin. Okay. Yeah, I definitely will cake yarn like no matter what once it gets to like, especially like the stage that this is in right now. If I have like cut it and like I'm done with the project or whatever, then I will definitely cake it. Okay, so this was what we just frogged. Let me see where we are size wise. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, so right now I'm sitting like half cross-legged in my chair. And my blanket covers my knees right now. So yeah, it'll be about lap size. Yeah, it'll be about lap size. This is why I really like corner to corner blankets. Should I just make it a little bit bigger? Like, should I just not start the decrease yet and go ahead and give it a white corner? Because I have a lot of white yarn that I could put onto the corner. Like, it's just kind of just sitting there. Because then I can make my blanket bigger. Because the whole point of this blanket was to use up my yarn anyway. No, I think I want to keep it this color. I don't think I want to add a color to it because I really like this color. And it can be a kind of like ode to Big Twist because I won't be able to get this color. I had purchased this color. It's Cosmic Pink in the Big Twist. I purchased this color just because I really liked it. And if I'm in a store and there's a color of a yarn that I like, I'll always just buy two. And so then like future me knows, oh, I didn't buy this for a project. I bought it because I like the color because I'll have only two skeins of it. So I know I bought this because I liked the color. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with this color. At some point in time, I'll invest in one and start making cakes as well. But so far, for the yarn I have, it's not worth it. That makes sense. Anyways, I'm leaving for now. See you on the next live. Bye, Sammy. Bye, everyone. Bye, next we have. Bye, bye. I know it's late for you, so thank you so much for joining. Have a good rest of your night. Almost morning. Bye. I was actually looking at today magnetic like yarn holder because usually when I cake my yarn I just pull from the inside and just like leave my cake, but once you're like almost done with the cake it falls apart really easily. And so in order to pull from the outside, I would want something that moves so that I don't have to keep moving my cake. And so I was looking at, you know, it's like shaped like this, and then it has a pole that you put your yarn on, and you either hook it on and it twists, or it's just like a really strong magnet and it just like sways and twists as you crochet. I was considering getting one They're kind of pretty. They're like really pretty. And then I can pull from the outside of my cakes and it doesn't become like a mess. I think I might get one. I might try it. I need to pay attention to this yarn so I don't use it all up because I don't want to use the whole thing. I'm so happy with how this is turning out. I'm so happy with it. Let me see where we are. It keeps falling. Ah, here we are. Okay. This is what we have. I feel like it's not getting any smaller. We're just gonna keep going. I'll put it here so that I can see. Because I definitely want to be able to see it. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I was thinking today about some yarn cover-ups that I think I might make for the yarn cover-ups, oh my goodness, swim cover-ups that I might want to make this summer because I love 24/7 Lion Brown cotton yarn so much, and it's the one that feels like a rope that I bought so many skates. I don't remember when I did this. It was probably when I had a gift card and only in white, so I know that I bought it with the intent of using it for summer cover-ups, or swim cover-ups, summer cover-ups, late summer wear. So I was thinking the other day about what I want to make and if I want to design something for myself this summer or if I just want to find another pattern. There's like a really sweet like maxi dress style crochet dress that I came across. It might be a knit fake crochet because I can't actually find a pattern for it. I only just saw the picture on Pinterest, and if you're on Pinterest these days, you know how that goes. You find a photo of something and it doesn't actually lead to what it is. So I came across one of those and the dress is so pretty. And I really want to make something like it. Like the sleeve is like short and it's very flowy. The front top is a crossed like wrap style. And then it cinches at the waist and then just goes straight down. It's just a straight skirt down. And it looks so pretty. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that I can make that. Pretty sure I could make it. But I'd have to design it myself. I'd have to figure out what I want to do. I think I might tackle it. I have a lot of that yarn. Bye, Barbara. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Have a good rest of your evening. Yeah, I think I might. I'm not sure. I'll have to really study that photo. I feel like studying photos of like home things or like little things, amigurumi even, is kind of easy to like replicate with crochet, but like wearables I feel like are a little difficult. I feel like they're a little bit more difficult to just like see an image and replicate it, at least for me. There are some people who they can do it very easily. Bye, Cynthia. Have a good rest of your evening. Thank you so much for bringing your sister in. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Oop. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I catch myself making a puff stitch. There we go. Instead of an Elizabeth stitch. There we go. I am so happy. I'm so excited for this blanket to be finished. I'm really, really excited for it. I am, like we had talked about earlier, I am really, really sad about Joanne's closing. And most of my yarn, most of my acrylic yarn especially, is Big Twist. And I have so many skeins of Big Twist that I'm probably not going to really use for any like big projects because like my style has kind of changed since I bought them. It's like this pink is a bit more like subdued, it's more like calm, whereas now I really like bright colors. And so I have a green, and then I'm gonna have a lot of golden, this golden yarn, from the blanket that I'm gonna frog. And all of that's Big Twist. I feel like I'm gonna have like a Big Twist corner to corner blanket collection, which is like, it makes me sad because it'll be that's it, but it also like makes me really happy that like these blankets I will for sure, if in the future somebody's like, oh, where did you get this yarn from, like that blanket is so pretty, like what are the colors, blah blah blah, I'll be able to say like that is one of my like Big Twist dedicated corner to corner blankets. And again, while it kind of like like hurts my heart, I am really happy that I'll have something like that. I'm so so happy to have something like that. Oop. Oh my goodness. All right, friends. I think I'm gonna go have dinner. This was awesome. As always, thank you so, so much for joining this crochet and chat live. I hope that you were able to make a lot of progress on your projects. I think that this might work. So if you would like, you can catch me again next Thursday at 3:30 Pacific time. I for sure will be here on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So come back and hang with me. Bring your projects. Bring your tea, your crochet or yarn fiber tea. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you again so much for joining, and have a great rest of your evening. Bye, friends.